How's it going, guys? Matt here from the Toasty Bros, and I recently upgraded my desk setup to 3 matching monitors. The main reason being I wanted very matching displays so it looked really nice on my desk and added productivity to my setup. But really, I didn't consider the whole gaming aspect, and in this video, we're going to delve into the whole idea of Eyefinity gaming using my R9 270X and let you all know if it's really worth buying 3 monitors just for Eyefinity gaming. So let's roll that intro. When it comes to widescreen gaming, there is one website that I highly recommend, the Widescreen Gaming Forum. Everyone recommends it, and it's an awesome website that has a massive database of games and areas to talk to people and ask questions about Eyefinity and surround setups depending on your graphics card. So I highly recommend you check out their website. This is not a sponsored plug at all, but if you want to check out if your game that you really want to play and Eyefinity actually supports it, that's the place to go. You should always check that out first before trying out a title and avoid all the headaches that comes with buying a title because you think you want to play it on Eyefinity and it doesn't work. So link will be in the description below for that. As I mentioned, Widescreen Gaming Forum will tell you whether or not a game works or not, because there are a lot of cases that I encountered that the game just does not work at all. For example, we had Killing Floor 2 here, which is a newer title, but really does not support Eyefinity at all. It is in its pre-release state, so I really understand that there might be a Eyefinity driver that comes out eventually, but right now it doesn't support it at all, and as you can tell, it's a big cluster mess. So let's just delve into the games that actually work properly. And I went in and picked out Crysis 2 and Left 4 Dead 2. Now both of those titles are older titles, and you have to keep in mind, it takes a while for it to mature properly to be able to work on ultra-wide displays or triple monitor setups. It takes time. People have to do mods for it, or the developer has to make it more compatible. So you have to keep that in mind when doing this. There are newer titles that come out like The Witcher 3 and big mainstream games that are PC exclusive or PC known titles that will come out with Eyefinity and surround support built in, but some titles take a little bit of workaround and you have to install some modifications, so keep that in mind. This is a tinkerer's type of deal here. If you're one of the ones who likes to tinker, you can have fun with this, but if you're somebody who wants a plug and play experience, I really do not recommend you get involved in this. The setup is very difficult at times. I have a 4th display, and the software for AMD's Eyefinity really struggles to work properly when there's a 4th display involved. I honestly had to unplug it because there was a lot of software crashing issues, so I basically had to disconnect my display to run triple monitor setup, which is really kind of annoying, and I think AMD needs to work on their software definitely, so I'm shouting you guys out, AMD. I know you need to work on your stuff, so do it. Besides them needing to work on the stuff, the setup works well. It's Eyefinity. It creates one display group, which basically transforms 3 monitors into one giant super resolution at 5760 by 1080 for my case, because I have 3 1080p displays. Once you get everything set up, it's easy to get going, and all you have to do is launch your title and basically experiment. For this testing, I chose out 2 titles, Crysis 2 and Left 4 Dead 2, mainly because those are titles that are installed on my computer and I actually play regularly, and because they are really cool looking titles. So Crysis 2 is an older title, but does support Eyefinity and surround. It looks beautiful. As you can tell from this footage, it looks really awesome and brings a whole new experience to gaming. I know you all have seen it all over the web. They always do Crysis on widescreen gaming. I know Linus Tech Tips has done it a lot. It's a game that a lot of people try out with widescreen gaming because it looks really good, and it doesn't disappoint here. Also Left 4 Dead 2, mainly because the source titles work seamlessly with Eyefinity and surround. It just picks up the resolution easily, drops it right in, and pretty much all the source title works. I know TF2 does, I know CSGO does, I know Left 4 Dead does, even though I really don't recommend playing CSGO on Eyefinity. It's really not going to be the best for competitive gameplay. But for the casual single player story titles, it works seamlessly. But in conclusion, it's hard for me to recommend a triple monitor setup for gaming because 1, it's expensive. Buying 3 displays, 1080p can be expensive. This setup right here is about $300, along with my actual system that can support it, being at a price tag of about $1,000 at the time of building it. So it is a very pricey investment, along with all the adapters that really are annoying to buy, $30 to $40 adapters. I recommend you do it for other reasons. Productivity department, and you want something that looks really nice and awesome on your desk, I highly recommend you pick it up because it's an awesome experience for video editing, content creation, and that sort of thing. Gaming, it can be a lot left to be desired, but I highly recommend you pick it up if you're a content creator because it looks really good. And it really adds a new dimension that other monitors do not add. And even if you're just doing 1080p, it's a really, really awesome setup to have. And you could run titles that are really, really cool. But I would not recommend you pick it up solely for the purpose of doing Eyefinity gaming. So honestly, do I recommend it? No. That's my final answer. I do not recommend you pick it up unless you are 100% certain you want to drop the money on it. It's really awesome to have, but it's not necessary. You could play easily on 2 monitors, having one as a Skype call and one as your primary display, and you'd have so much fun and it would be no issues at all. But really, I do recommend that you just stick with your normal display setup, and if you really want to go triple monitors, know what you're getting into, and really don't rely on it as a like Eyefinity setup or surround setup. Use it as more a productivity booster. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I decided to go back to my whole ad-lib style of video and basically just go off notes off my iPad right here and basically give you all some, just talking points. But I hope you guys enjoyed this because the whole scripting thing didn't really work really well because I was like reading the script right here, right here, right here. But once I get the money to invest in an actual teleprompter, that's when I'll go back to the actual scripted style of content. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, leave a like, leave a dislike, whatever you feel right now. Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, share it, post it all over the place. I want to get this out to a lot of people who are very interested in widescreen gaming, widescreen gaming. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.